So I have this bit of a crazy idea. I was standing here cooking and thinking, making dinner, cutting up pumpkin and lots of veggies here in my almost completed new oven that we've put in. And I was thinking about grants and how people are finding grants when they're really juggling like 1,000 other things. So if you're a volunteer on your parents' kindergarten committee or football club or anything along those lines, you're probably getting your chance to think about grants when you're standing here cutting up your vegetables like what I'm doing right now. And I thought maybe there's something in this. Maybe I can answer some grant questions while I'm doing my things that I also need to get done. And maybe we can just go about our normal everyday lives doing our things while I cut up vegetables and do stuff around the house, or maybe whatever it is. I might be at the playground. So let's just see if there's any interest in this, and if it could help you in any way with your grant searching. So I was thinking, first of all, if you're brand new to grant funding, I'm Jessie, I'm the founder of the Grants Hub. So we're an online grants directory that brings together all of Australia's grant listings in the one location. So you can sign up, there's a 14-day free trial, so you can see if it's worth it for you or not. If it's not worth it for you, no pressure. We don't collect credit card details. You don't have to continue with your membership after that point. No qualms. I really only want it to be something that's great for people that they find valuable and get really good benefit out of it. You should be getting far more money in grant funding than what your membership fee costs you at the Grants Hub. So there's point number one. So if you are the lucky person who's maybe been nominated or put your hand up for the fundraising role on your kids' school committee, or you're the volunteer who's helping out at the bowls club, or whatever your role is, right? Like, we're talking beginner grant seekers here. Sign up to the Grants Hub for a free trial, and then you can just search what grant funding is out there. And there's all different categories. So we've got a sporting groups category, we've got a community groups category, and then you can filter grants by your location. So you might look for grants just within Queensland, or just within New South Wales, or just within Victoria. And you can see what's out there, so you start getting an idea of what grants are there. You can also search by topic. So let's say you're working at the kindergarten. Let's go with that example. You're on the P&C for the playgroup or the kindergarten. You can search for grants for children and youth, and then refine that down to New South Wales, and you might want grants closing within the next 3 months. You can do all of that all within the Grants Hub. So it's a super useful tool that I created specifically to help people find grant funding. That's the whole reason for the business. So that's point number one, go and do that. And then once you start finding some grants, you can then get a bit of an idea of what's involved in applications. And you'll find that the smaller the grant, generally the smaller the application. So if you're brand new to grant funding, start off by looking for some really small grants first, and then start working towards some of your bigger ones. We've got a bunch of resources on our website that are just free. They're free for anyone, grant resources, particularly around getting started with grant funding. And I also did a podcast a couple of years ago called Grants Uncovered. That's still available. So jump on and have a look at that for some early tips. That's one little tip that I'll start off with today. And then look, if you're interested in more content like this that is super grassroots, here with me cooking my dinner. We've got some roast veggies here. I'm doing whole vegetable bake. Look, you can see it in here. Let the steam out. I'm about to come and give these a good stir around. So this is a super grassroots day-to-day life of grant funding, and let me know if you'd like to see more. If you've got specific questions, let me know, and I'll give them a crack at answering them.